Just when we were trying to figure out the founding date of the Hard Rock Cafe, one of these banners pops up at the top of Wikipedia. Please don't scroll past us 1 minute. Read. It's a little awkward to ask, but this Thursday we need your help. It will soon be too late to help us in our fundraiser. Wikipedia is not for sale. We humbly ask you to defend Wikipedia's independence. 98% of our readers don't donate. They simply look the other way. If you donate just $3, you would help keep Wikipedia thriving for years. That's right. The price of a cup of coffee is all we need. Please donate now. It really matters. These banners are popping up all over the world in every language. But here's the thing. The tone of these messages almost feels desperate. Like the world's greatest online encyclopedia is on the verge of collapse unless you step in and save it. The implication is that without a cash injection, Wikipedia could crumble. But is that the whole story? Is Wikipedia really in such dire straits? Or is there more going on behind the scenes? Could it be that Wikipedia's finances aren't as fragile as they seem? On January 15, 2001, entrepreneur Jimmy Wales and philosopher Larry Sanger launched something that would change the internet forever: Wikipedia. Originally, the plan was pretty straightforward, an online encyclopedia filled with entries written by experts. But the founders took a gamble. They tested an early version where anyone could add or edit articles. And it turns out that was the stroke of genius. The idea caught on like wildfire. Today, Wikipedia is one of the most visited websites in the world. In the summer of 2024, it was racking up an astonishing 6.7 billion visits every month. Wikipedia has more than 61 million articles, with more than 6.8 million pages in English alone. And since the beginning, there's been one golden rule: no ads. Unlike most other sites, Wikipedia has been fueled entirely by donations. But here's something surprising. The donations don't go to the millions of editors who spend countless hours writing and editing all those pages. They do it for free. The money goes to the Wikimedia Foundation, or WMF for short, the nonprofit that keeps Wikipedia alive. In the early days, the foundation's primary mission was simple: keep the lights on and pay a handful of staff members. Occasionally, some editors received financial backing for special projects, but for the most part, the army of contributors just kept working out of passion for the platform. In 2005, the Wikimedia Foundation launched its very first fundraising campaign. That was also the first time donation banners were used on the site. The goal? A modest $75,000. They ended up surpassing it by nearly $20K. Just months later, they set a new target at $200,000 and hit it quickly. The campaigns became a regular feature, and by 2010, Wikipedia co-founder Jimmy Wales himself started appearing on the banners, personally appealing for donations. His face seemed to be everywhere, and naturally, Wales became a meme. But memes aside, Wikipedia's growth was so explosive that Wikimedia needed more funds to keep up. In 2013, the foundation's deputy director estimated they needed about $10 million annually just to cover operating costs and support their broader mission through other projects. And over the past decade, the donation banners have kept popping up, sometimes sounding urgent, almost like Wikipedia's independence was on the line, or the site could vanish without support. But is that really the case? Could Wikipedia actually be on the brink of going offline? Or is there more to the story? Let's take a quick look at India. 2/3 of the population live in poverty, getting by on less than $2 a day. Yet in 2020, Wikimedia's donation campaigns were asking for 150 Indian rupees, roughly $1.80. The 2020 campaign urged people to defend Wikipedia's independence, pushing the message that donations were critical to keeping the site online and growing. The banners made it seem like Wikipedia's very survival depended on those contributions, even in a country where many could barely afford basic necessities. During the pandemic, a regular US donor received an unexpected email from the Wikimedia Foundation. Their request? To consider including the foundation in his will. They even provided a direct link to a service that lets you draft a will in just 20 minutes. This is Andreas Kolbe. He's been a volunteer Wikipedia editor for over 15 years and once served as the chief editor of The Signpost, Wikipedia's internal online newspaper. Kolbe has long been vocal about his concerns over Wikimedia's fundraising tactics, especially when it comes to the wording in their campaigns. That may have been true 2 decades ago, but today, not so much. The Wikimedia Foundation is far from struggling. In fact, it's thriving. Since its creation, the foundation's revenue has only grown. In the 2022 to 23 fiscal year alone, Wikimedia raised roughly $165 million from over 13 million donations. The bulk of that money comes from North America and Europe, but contributions pour in from across the globe. By the end of that same fiscal year, Wikimedia's net assets were valued at nearly $255 million, mostly held in cash and investments like corporate bonds and treasury securities. And that's not all. There's also the $120 million Wikimedia Endowment Fund, which is designed to ensure free knowledge for future generations. But as of now, it's simply another pot of investments like stock funds aimed at generating more profit. Only a small slice of those donations actually goes toward keeping the website up and running. In fact, the foundation already has enough money to keep Wikipedia's servers going for more than a century. If you take the time to poke around the Wikimedia Foundation's website, it becomes pretty clear just how well they're doing and where the cash is really going. But with the site pulling in only around 400,000 monthly visits compared to Wikipedia's 7 billion, most people who see those urgent banners asking for help won't dive any deeper into the details. They donate thinking they're helping to defend Wikipedia's independence, but much of that money goes toward the salaries and benefits of the foundation's 700 staff members and contractors. In 2023, the foundation spent more than $100 million on salaries and benefits. Meanwhile, just $3.1 million was used for the actual hosting of Wikipedia and its sister projects. And here's the kicker. Many of these employees aren't even in IT, ensuring the site stays online. Instead, they work in marketing, administration, and finance, keeping those donation campaigns chugging along. The foundation employs a team of fundraising experts whose entire focus is to maximize those contributions. Beyond that, the foundation hosts events and conferences worldwide, funds lobbying efforts, and in 2023 gave out $24 million in grants and awards. Some of that money even went to organizations outside Wikimedia that simply share similar goals. These days, the Wikimedia Foundation barely resembles the tidy little project it started out as in the early 2000s. Now it's responsible for a whole ecosystem of initiatives, from the Media Archive to Wikimedia Commons, Wikibooks, and even a species directory. And it doesn't stop there. The foundation also supports regional chapters like Wikimedia Mexico, which focuses on expanding Spanish language content and covering region-specific topics. In 2021, Wikimedia took things a step further by launching a for-profit venture called Wikimedia Enterprise. The goal? To make it easier for tech giants to access Wikipedia's data, whether it's the info boxes you see on Google or the facts behind voice assistants like Alexa and Siri. This move positions Wikimedia Enterprise as a significant new revenue source for the foundation. Obviously, it's totally fine to financially support Wikipedia. It's one of the internet's finest resources. But let's be clear, even if you don't donate today, Wikipedia isn't about to vanish overnight. It'll most likely be around for another decade or two, donation or not. When it comes to money, the foundation is well prepared for the future, and that's not a bad thing. Wikimedia, a donation-driven foundation, competes against the tech giants like Meta, Apple, and Amazon. While hundreds of millions in assets might seem impressive, it's a drop in the bucket compared to the financial empires of Google and its peers. Expanding and launching new projects is part of their mission, and there's nothing wrong with that. We frequently tap into Wikimedia Commons for our videos, so why not be upfront about it? Why the intense push for donations, particularly in developing countries like India? Why create the illusion that Wikipedia's independence is at risk? Is there a real chance Wikipedia might start running commercial ads? Or is it just clumsy marketing and emotional manipulation? Some donation appeals have asked for support, not just for the site, but for the volunteer editors themselves, and several members of the Wikimedia Forum have voiced their discontent with these tactics. Many feel exploited. In 2023, Wikimedia surveyed its volunteer editors about their views on the latest fundraising campaign. The consensus was clear. The dramatic appeals on those donation banners were seen as misleading and inappropriate. Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales joined the conversation that ensued, and it seems Wikimedia took the feedback to heart. The foundation is now working closely with its community to co-create fundraising campaigns. Currently, they're running limited trials for English banners and considering suggestions from volunteers. Here's hoping Wikimedia continues to heed that feedback and refine their approach to global fundraising. After all, it's the dedication and enthusiasm of those volunteer editors that make Wikipedia exceptional and worthy of support.